फ्रॉम 8th क्लास। मैम मैंने क्रेन बनाई है। मैम इसका मैम रियल लाइफ में यूज़ ये है कि मैम जैसे हम टेरेस पे खड़े हैं तो मैम नीचे हमारी कोई चीज़ गिर जाती है मैम छोटी मोटी सी, तो मैम हम इसको मैम इस क्रेन के मैम इसको डाउन करके मैम वो चीज़ इस पर या फिर मैग्नेट चिपका के अगर वो मेटल की तो मैम उसको उठा सकते हैं। मैम इसमें मैंने सारा वेस्ट मटेरियल यूज़ किया है, हाउस होल्ड की चीज़ें भी है मैम, जैसे कि ब्रोकन रैकेट, ब्रोकन स्केल, रील, मेडिकल टेप, व्हील्स एंड माई ब्रोकन कार्स। मैम ये सोलर पैनल इसलिए मैंने लगाया क्योंकि अगर ये बैटरी अगर इसमें जो सेल है अगर वीक हो गई तो मैम ये सोलर पैनल इसमें सनरेज की पावर खींच के इनको दोबारा चार्ज कर सकता है मैम। और इसमें मेरा 2 कंपास लगाने का यूज़ ये है कि अगर एक लगाता तो मैम ये एक ही डायरेक्शन में उठ सकती थी मैम, एक ही डायरेक्शन में, पर अगर मैं 2 लगाऊंगा तो मैम ये हर डायरेक्शन में माने घूम सकती है जहाँ से भी रेस है। और मैम नीचे मैंने यहाँ पे सपोर्टर की जगह थर्माकोल लगाया क्योंकि अगर हम इधर कार या कोई और चीज़ लगा दें तो ये जो ये पीछे लेके घूमती है तो वो घूम नहीं पाती पूरी तरह, इसलिए सपोर्टर लगाया ताकि गिरे ना बिल्कुल भी। और मैम एक और चीज़ मैंने भी खुद बनाया स्पाई क्वाडकॉप्टर।
आप वो दिखा रहे हो कि ये दिखा रहे हो? ये पहले इसको दिखाओ ना कि चलेगा कैसे।
मैम इसका रिमोट ये कार का है। मैम ये लेफ्ट राइट ऐसे होता है मैम क्योंकि वो आगे मैम उसके घूमने वाले व्हील्स लगे हैं मैम, और ये क्रेन मैम इनसे ऑपरेट, इसमें वेट नहीं है इनका, तो इसमें मैम जब इसमें वेट होता है तो मैम जब चलाते तो नीचे जाते हैं।
वेट डालो तब हाथ से
क्या पूरी ठीक से
मैम ये इतना भारी वजन
धागा उसमें अटक गया है।
मैम जैसे रबड़ या पेंसिल होती है मैम उसको
उतना चाहिए।
मैम उतना मैम पेंसिल इसमें। और मैम ये चीज़ है
मतलब अभी आप सोलर पावर से नहीं चला रहे, अभी आप बैटरी से चला रहे हैं ना?
अगर ये बैटरी अगर खत्म हो गई तो इसको सोलर पावर इसमें आएगी तो ये चार्ज हो जाएगा। सर ये उड़ने का इसने वो बनाया सर, ये क्वाडकॉप्टर का एक मेरा मकसद है कि ये ऐसी चीज़ें हाईटेक सिक्योरिटी में यूज़ होती है, पर हम इसको अगर हमारे पास फुल मटेरियल हो तो हम इसको अपनी सोसाइटी में भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं कई तरह से।
Good morning, ma'am and sir. And this is the model of rainwater harvesting, and I am Mahadev from Joseph Mary Public School. I am from category D. And this is the model of rainwater harvesting. When we pour water in this tank, and rainwater in this tank, when the tanks are full, and the water moves from the pipelines, and the 45% of water goes to the purifier and the 55% of the water goes to the field. As you can see, water is coming from here. It goes from the roofs and it comes in the field, and from this from the other tank, the water moves from here. The water goes to the purifier. The water goes to the purifier. Purifier is made up of sponge. All the dust particles and impurities are stuck in the sponge. The water falls in the well, and the well is provided free to all the villagers and their animals.
This is mainly for the use in villages.
Yes.
So each house will have this kind of a thing.
Yes. Our village can make one unit and make a beautiful village.
If you want to harvest water, instead of putting tanks over here, why can't I put this tank over here? From here, have a little outlet from where I can give water.
Yes, we can do that.
तो कैसा करते हो? छत के ऊपर कुछ बनाओ, फिर एक ट्यूब खरीद के लाओ, फिर अंदर पानी
And this is for also cities, for all cities are not can, they can't put that big tanks in on the ground.
Right. ये पानी कहाँ से आ रहा है?
And from here, pipelines come.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Sir, I'm myself Khushi Chaudhary and I'm from Alpine Convent School, Sector 38, and I'm studying in 7th standard. My topic for budding scientist contest is science used to save electricity and to prevent the pollution. Sir, I have made this hydraulic JCB truck. In my model, I have used Pascal law and hydraulic pressure. Pascal law states that when there is an increase in pressure in a confined fluid, there is an equal increase in the pressure at the other side of the container. So sir, I have taken some syringes. You can see the syringes, and I filled and I've connected through the saline tubes, and I have made the base using the water wool. And sir, it is very useful to us in future as we know that the fuel prices are increased, so it can help us to save our time as well as money.
नहीं बस बेटे उसको पुश करोगे तो क्या होगा जरा दिखाओ हाँ
Sir, it
हाँ
will move. And
अच्छा
this will
बट आपको पुश करने में भी तो एफर्ट लगाना पड़ रहा है ना तो क्या वो कैसे करोगे आप हाँ
Sir, in future we can use motors for means.
फिर तो वो फ्यूल बचाने का तो मतलब फिर कैसे रहेगा फिर आप फ्यूल बचाना चाहेंगे मतलब आप चाहेंगे कि आप थोड़ा सा यहाँ एफर्ट करें और वहाँ ज़्यादा उसका आउटकम हो ठीक है ना
Sir, we can see. Sir, we will not. We cannot take big syringes for making a big truck. So we will take small syringes which are connected to each other. And if a man will push a single syringe, then it will connect. Then it will push the other syringes, and then it will move.
एम्पलीफाई होगा आगे जाते जाते या उतना ही जितना आपने ओरिजिनल एफर्ट लगाया हो उसी हिसाब से होगा बस
Sir, original effort.
के हिसाब से
Yes.
What is this?
Ma'am, JC.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Sir, in the cities of metropolitan cities, Delhi and Gurgaon, there's a big shortage of electricity, and there's a big problem of scorching heat and power cuts. And ma'am, in summers, we are getting irritated because most of the time our ACs are not working. So to get a relief from that irritation, I have made this model, Penguin AC. Ma'am, to make this I have used nothing but all trash. First I have taken 1 liter plastic bottle and make some holes like first in the middle and one back for the proper ventilation, and 3 holes at the top. They are also for the proper ventilation. And ma'am, 3 to 4 holes I have made here at the bottom. You can see for the extra water to seep down, which we are putting here in the form of ice. And ma'am, inside I have put some foam, and above that foam I have rolled the khas in the table tennis net so that the water can pass through it easily. And ma'am, above that khas I have made a layer of urea. Ma'am and sir, urea is a fertilizer which farmers use, and urea has a capability which can cool down the water. So I have used it as coolant. And ma'am, above that urea I have put some cotton, and above that cotton I have put some ice, as you can see. Here I have fixed the motor in the middle so that the air could pass easily from here, and much more air we can get. And ma'am, the main principle on which it's working is that the coolants which we are using is cooling down the body. And ma'am, with the help of fan, the coolness is coming out in the form of cool air.
तो ये तो कूलेंट जैसे हो गया ना बेटे ना यू आर जस्ट यूजिंग डिफरेंट कूलेंट्स बट हाँ
Yes, sir. But my project is AC. In future, it can be transformed into bigger ones. If they are transformed into bigger ones, they can give more cool air. As this is a smaller one and less urea we can put. That's why it is giving less air.
And
Urea is not a waste product of anything. Neither is khas, nor is a table tennis net, nor is this motor or the fan. The only waste product is your main, the bottle. That's the only which you're going to throw away. Now you're using it over here.
and ma'am, but it can be buyed easily, ma'am. And
Everything can
and
be
they're
bought.
ma'am, and they're cheap also. And ma'am, in normal life, the ACs which we use, it has expense. It has expense in electricity also, and ma'am, it creates pollution also. It is
This won't be expensive.
no, ma'am.
We use battery now. You intend to use battery?
Yes, ma'am.
Batteries will also die off. You have to buy a battery.
Ma'am, but it's not that much expense that we get with electricity also.
Here's an answer.
Good. Very nice. We made.
Water conservation now. Yes, ma'am.
बहुत सुंदर बनाया है ये. हाँ?
So we know that the water is जैसे कि हम जानते हैं कि वाटर है वो हमारे बहुत कम हो रहा है अभी. तो उसके लिए हमने क्या किया है कि जो रेन वाटर होता है उसको कंजर्व किया है. जैसे वहाँ ये गोल्डन टेम्पल बनाया है हमने, और इसकी रूफ है जो ऐसे मटीरियल से बनाया ताकि पानी बाहर नहीं. तो इसमें एक होल किया है, पाइप है, इसमें से जो वाटर डालेंगे तो फिर पाइप में से स्टोरेज टैंक में तो फिर फिल्टर होगा. और फिर इसमें भी ऐसे ही है कि यहाँ से वाटर डालेंगे और फिर पाइप में से आएगा तो इसमें स्टोरेज होगा और फिल्टर होकर फिर इसमें आएगा
पैर धोने के लिए, हाँ.
वो भी इसका भी वाटर फिल्टर होकर इसमें आएगा दोबारा फिर से इधर से, और हम हैंड वॉश के लिए यूज़ करेंगे. सो इसमें से फिल्टर हो रहा है गार्डन में यूज हो रहा है.
मेनली रेन वाटर का ही है ना.
ये मॉडल आपने बनाया सर? हाँ.
Very taken pains. हाँ बताओ बेटा.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम. गुड मॉर्निंग सर्स. मैंने जैसे कि आप लोग जानते हो कि आजकल फैक्ट्री से बहुत सारा धुआं निकल रहा है, मतलब बहुत सारा पॉल्यूशन हो रहा है, स्मोक पॉल्यूशन हो रहा है. तो हम लोग उसको एयर में कैच नहीं कर सकते. तो फिर मैंने यही चीज़ दिखाई है. लाइक ये फैक्ट्री है.
मैं डाल दूँ.
Like this is factory and I have made 2 chambers also. In this there is water, the smoke ups and it goes in this chamber, and the smoke is heavier than water, so it settle down in water.
Heavier than air, I think. So
Then when the smoke is settled down in water, when I connect it to battery, then the water sprinkles on it and the smoke to get up and goes in this chamber. And that powder I dried in this that is lime powder. by going into lime powder, the carbon gets the milk, the lime water gets milky with the carbon, and this is the third chamber where lime goes, and this is come into the POP and the filtration is done.
नहीं मतलब आपने एयर कहाँ सप्लाई किया? आप एयर को प्यूरिफाई कर रहे हैं ना? हाँ, तो एयर आपने यहाँ से यहाँ आ गई।
सर पहले मैंने स्मोक लगाया, स्मोक वो दूसरे चैम्बर में गया।
हाँ।
सर यहाँ पर पानी है।
हाँ।
सर स्मोक जो होता है वो हैवी होता है ऐसे वाटर से, तो फिर सर वो
एयर से हैवी होता है?
वाटर से।
वाटर से हैवी कैसे होगा? हाँ?
सर मैम पर हुआ है।
एक तो गैस है और एक वाटर तो लिक्विड है। हाँ? गैस तो कम
ऊपर रहेगा, पानी ऊपर रहेगा, ऊपर की तह में रहेगा।
नो मैम वो नीचे बैठा था। हमने स्कूल लेवल पर भी यही बनाया था, मैम वो भी नीचे बैठा था। मैम जब हमने इसमें से मैम वाटर मैम बैटरी कनेक्ट करके मैम वाटर मैम स्प्रिंकल करा था, तो फिर मैम जो नीचे बैठा हुआ स्मोक है मैम वो ऊपर उठ के मैम दूसरे चैम्बर में जाता है मैम, जहाँ पर मैम लाइम और मैम वाटर मैम ऊपर से जाके इधर हो जाता है मैम, जिसकी वजह से मैम वो इस चैम्बर में जाता है। और फिर मैम जब हम इस चैम्बर के अंदर वाटर स्प्रिंकल करते हैं तो फिर मैम जो लाइम होता है मैम वो ऊपर उठ के मैम थर्ड चैम्बर में जाता है, जिससे कि मैम जो लाइम है मैम वो POP के रूप में मैम हम लोगों को यहाँ पर मिलता है। ये POP और मैम ये फिल्ट्रेशन के लिए मैम होता है मैम, जो सीव में मैम जो वाइट है मैम वो POP।
हाँ बेटे,
मैंने सेम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का बनाया है और मैंने यहाँ पे इंफ्रारेड और फोटोडायोड यूज़ किया है। ये सेंसर की तरह वर्क कर रहे हैं। और जब यहाँ से कोई वैसे जनरली लाइट जलती रहती है स्ट्रीट रोडों पे और जलती रहती है और वेस्ट होती है जिससे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, और मैंने बनाया कि जब कोई गाड़ी या फिर कुछ भी जाएगा यहाँ से जब भी ये लाइट चलेगी वैसे बंद रहेगी। देखिए सॉरी मैम। जस्ट कार या फिर कुछ भी जाता है यहाँ से चला जाएगा, लाइट बंद हो जाएगी। और ये फोटोडायोड सिलिकॉन जर्मेनियम इंडियम लीड सल्फाइड आर्सेनाइड से बना होता है। इसके अंदर ऐसे मटेरियल्स होते हैं जिससे बना है। और हमने यहाँ पे सर्किट को मतलब ज़्यादा वायरिंग हो जाती है इसलिए मैंने सर्किट मदरबोर्ड यूज़ किया है जिस पे ट्रांजिस्टर है जो लाइट को मतलब एनर्जी रोकता है थोड़ा जाने के लिए। और ये ट्रांजिस्टर है। और मैंने यहाँ पे LEDs यूज़ किए हैं जो कि थोड़े लाइट से चलते हैं। इन्हें बहुत इसका फॉर्म है लाइट एमिटिंग डायोड।
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, and my project's title electricity produced at gymnasium using muscular energy at airports. मैंने यहाँ पर मैम एयरपोर्ट का मॉडल बनाया है और एयरपोर्ट के वेटिंग रूम में मैंने जिम्नेशियम साइकिल बनाई है। ये साइकिल मैंने वेस्ट वुडन स्लैब, वेस्ट टॉयज, वेस्ट बाइसिकल पार्ट्स, डायनामो, LED और वायर की मदद से बनाई है। जब हम मैम इस साइकिल के पैडल को घुमाते, पहले मैम डायनामो को साइकिल के पैडल के साथ कनेक्ट किया है। जब हम मैम इसके पैडल को घुमाते हैं तो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस होती है और इस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को हम एक चार्जेबल बैटरी में स्टोर करके रख सकते हैं और एयरपोर्ट पर एक मोबाइल भी चार्ज कर सकते हैं। और मैंने मैम यहाँ पे एयरपोर्ट के रनवे पे डायनामो लगाए हैं और डायनामो के टरबाइन में पंखे लगाए हैं। मैम जब फ्लाइट टेक ऑफ करती है तो मैम हवा चलती है जिसकी वजह से मैम ये पंखे घूमेंगे जिससे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस होगी। तो मैम इसे भी हम एक रिचार्जेबल बैटरी में स्टोर करके रख सकते हैं।
मतलब जिम का भी आप यूज करोगे और फिर विंड एनर्जी भी यूज करोगे और लोगों की हेल्थ भी बेटर हो जाएगी ना साइकिल से। नहीं आपका क्या है बेटे?
गुड मॉर्निंग। Good afternoon. Today I am Piyush Sharma is here to highlight my project on electrohydraulics. That is my electrohydraulic swing bridge. My project is based upon the Pascal's law, which states that if we apply pressure on any fluid in a closed container, it transfers the pressure in all the direction in equal amount. Now I will tell you the aim of my project. As India is a growing country, so its needs are also increasing. So keeping this in my mind, I have made my project of electrohydraulic swing bridge. This type of bridge is currently active in Newcastle, UK, which uses a steam engine to move itself. But my electrohydraulic swing bridge uses the concept of electrohydraulics, which improves its efficiency and reduces the power consumption. Now, I'm going to show you the working. In this, when we will supply electricity to the pump, it will transfer the water in this syringe, which will push the gears. Sir, this gear is rack and this one is pinion. When the rack will push the pinion, the bridge will rotate, by which it will make the passage for boats to pass. The Pascal's law. Sir, this is made up of PVC board, some pipes and the main thing fluid.
बट असली के ब्रिज मूव करने को आपको कितना पावर चाहिए होगा? हाँ, रियल ब्रिज.
Sir, when at that time we will use more powerful motors and rods.
और हाइड्रोलिक से कर पाओगे आप?
Yes.
ब्रिज का वेट वगैरह आप? हाँ.
Is the Newcastle bridge actually hydraulic?
No, ma'am, that uses a steam engine to move itself, which uses coal. Ma'am, but it uses electricity, which
How
is
can
an...
steam engine be used to move hydraulic?
No, ma'am, it uses a steam engine to move itself. Ma'am, the steam engine is connected to the rod, by which, ma'am, but I am using the two gears.
How will you bring it back to position?
Ma'am, we can put this type of apparatus here also.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Today I, Shubham Deva, have got a prestigious platform to perform here in front of you. My model is pneumatic engine, pneumatic chute. It is wholly based upon the Pascal's law, which states that if you apply pressure to any fluid in a closed container, it transmits the pressure in all the directions in equal amount. So here is my engine, chute, and another engine which can be installed in the cars, and this type of engines can easily be installed in the bikes. And these pneumatic chutes are recently used in BNK Hospital, New Delhi, to transport the files from 7th floor to ground floor or to 1st floor. I have made this because this is the need of the hour. The pollution in India is getting more and more day by day. So to reduce the pollution, I have made this, and pneumatics reduces the carbon prints up to 18%. So can I, sir, proceed to the working?
Please, please.
Sir, in actual, the compressed gases can be used which are installed in these compressed cylinders. But here I am using the pressure of my mouth. In actual, the valves can be used so that it can easily the motion of to and fro. Up to a half or a 1 kilometer we can drive through the petrol or diesel which we normally drive, and after that we can switch over to this. It can easily the pistons can run which is the same engine which is used for the petrol and diesels. This is the pneumatic chute. This is mainly used in the hospitals to transport the medicines, the files. We do not have to go from one place to another or one office to another office to transport the files. We can easily, this is the in actual the capsule is large and the tunnel is also large. We can easily keep the files in the capsule and it can be transported. Nowadays, there is a Japanese company which is trying to develop this for the transportation. The vehicle can go in the chute, and when the pressure will be applied, the vehicle will be moving. Can I show you the working? can easily be transported rather than going from much of traffic. This is also a pneumatic engine. It also works on the same principle. Just the difference is the crankshaft is different. This type of crankshaft is used in the V6 or V2 engines, which is installed in the bikes or scooters.
From class 7B from University Public School. Today I have made an solar cooler which can move from solar energy. I have taken an tin can. My solar cooler is fully made up of trash, homemade trash. I have nothing buy anything from market. I have take everything from home. This is a tin can in which oil come in our house that I use. This is shoe box and this is stick of bamboo. And this is solar panel. Solar panel charge our battery in sunlight. Then solar panel charge our battery from sunlight. Then can I move my? I can also move my cooler in night by charging solar panel. I have my solar panel is made up of silicon. Silicon is
household waste. Was that household waste?
Except this, I have taken everything from house. Solar panel is made of silicon. Silicon is a natural element. My project is totally based on sun energy. Can I show you? Can you feel the
The fan is moving, huh?
Put your hand here.
There's a little tub behind that. What is that?
That is cooling tub.
Okay.
I have
So
put
what? Okay.
I have put some ice and water, which cool this air. And for side I have used bamboo sticks.
But अभी तो आप बैटरी से चला रहे हो ना?
नहीं सर, ये सोलर पैनल नहीं, बैटरी को चार्ज किया है. सोलर पैनल से मैंने अपनी बैटरी चार्ज किया और फिर उससे चलाया मैंने. डायरेक्टली हम सोलर पैनल से नहीं चला सकते सर, उसके लिए हमें कुछ चाहिए होता है जिसको चार्ज करें हम. सोलर पैनल से मेरी बैटरी चार्ज हुई, फिर बैटरी से मैंने इसे चलाया.
आपका फंक्शनल सोलर पैनल है, मैं यही पूछ रहा हूँ, हाँ?
Yes sir. So we can also low high the motor power. And sir, this is a indicator. This is green. When green light glow, you use when green light glow, there is full power in solar panel. There is a yellow light. When the yellow light glow, there is low power. My application of this cooler is that we can use my cooler in hot summer days when there is shortage of electricity and inverter is out of budget. We can use my solar cooler, but just by charging solar panel.
The basic idea is the storage of electricity. Then you can use it to run anything you want.
Anything you want.
Cooler,
You want TV, fridge, refrigerator. You can also use fan, lights.
So the power is one of the most important.
Yes. Except I have.
But still not very successful. You know that, huh?
No sir.
Conversion अभी successful नहीं हुआ है इतना.
I have seen so many buildings के ऊपर से solar panel लगे रहते हैं.
But it's very expensive, the panel. That's the problem.
सर तो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी भी तो बहुत एक्सपेंसिव होती है ना.
Correct.
सर मैंने इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सेव करने के लिए किया है.
Good.
सर सब होम स्टफ है सर. I have buy nothing.
Good morning, sir and ma'am. I am Anurag of class 7D from University Public School. Today, I have made a generator. I have used 2 6-volt motor, 1 tire, 2 CDs, 2 strong rubber, 3 LEDs and some wire. I have made a pulley, big pulley by using 2 CDs which is attached with these 2 motors. With the help of this strong rubber, when I move this CD, the motor rotates and these 3 LED bulbs can be rotated.
वो डायनेमो है, हाँ? यहाँ पे ये और पावर सप्लाई.
Sir, my application is there is there is 2 motors. There is 2 motors. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 LEDs. There is 2 strong rubber. There is 2 motors. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 LEDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 LEDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 LEDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 LEDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 LEDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 LEDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 CDs. There is 2 wires. There is 2 LEDs. There is 2 electricity is very expensive, so we can use this type of cycle generator to produce electricity.
अच्छा, डिस्क से आपने डिस्को बना दिया, हाँ?
Yes, sir. Sir, no, sir, I have made disco generator because I have named this generator disco generator because I have glow the disco lights.
Oh, the disco lights, okay.
Sir, my principle is mechanical energy can be converted into electrical energy.
Hello sir, good morning ma'am. Myself Rishabh of 8th class from Modi International School. My project title is Safe Energy and how we can produce electricity, and which is cheap and can be available easily in our areas. In this, my whole project is based on generation of electricity from the speed breaker. As we know, there is a very importance of electricity in cities especially, and lack of electricity is causing many problems and we have to face many problems. But how we can save the electricity by a speed breaker? As we know, when vehicle is in motion, it produces various forms of energy, and that energy is lost in environment, but we do not react on that energy and we are not saving that energy. But in this project we will save that energy. It is a small demo in which here I am, as we know, when car vehicle do not move, it is a potential energy. Here we are using potential energy, converting potential energy into kinetic energy. Whenever car rotates, passes from the speed breaker, it glows the light. So the energy which is wasted from the vehicle, kinetic energy, the generator will conserve it, and when the potential energy will convert into kinetic energy, then kinetic energy will convert that kinetic energy into the electrical energy. And how we can use the electrical energy? We can use the battery, but battery can be battery is needed to make for metal. Metal is exhaustible things for us. So we are not using the battery. We are using we are connected this wire to the battery's straw. And when any car passes from it, the street lights will glow it. So this can be used at night, especially in the express highways and the different highways at night, because the heavy trucks goes from it and it can glow the light at that time. So it does the dual work in this project. First of all, speed breaker is used to avoid the accident. Second is we are producing electricity. The most important thing from this project, we are getting a lesson that electricity is never made and electricity is never destroyed. It changes only its forms. Thank you.
J.V. Raghavan, Professor Sanjay Puri, and Mrs. Aditi Mishra. Not one of them looked really nervous as the judges went across assessing the experiments their parents, teachers, and yes, of course, me, had the privilege of watching our budding scientists in action, and we were really surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, as they grow up, each one of them will pursue and will deserve their dreams in science, medicine, engineering, art, journalism. However, one thing is absolutely certain. Irrespective of the stream or path they choose, we would see innovations in whatever they do, because these children would apply scientific principles to everything they do. They would question everything and find solutions to doing everything more effectively and efficiently. In a world where resources are fast depleting, in this scientific pursuit of children would find answers for a better tomorrow, and these children will create a marvelous and fantabulous future. Ladies and gentlemen, these are core reasons why we have created Brain Cafe, to unleash the creativity in our young children, to kindle their brain, ignite their thoughts, to get them to do, to experiment, to experience the thrill of understanding scientific principles in action, and that could initiate them in innovating, charge them into finding better ways of doing everything marvelous. In these days of plug and play, we find ourselves picking toys, gadgets, and gizmos that dull our mind into passionate, pre-programmed action. Fingers are just used to punch keys and touch screens, seldom to experiment and evolve. Ladies and gentlemen, today we were here available with three of our eminent judges, Dr. J.V. Raghavan, Professor Sanjay Puri, and Mrs. Aditi Mishra. And now, because Mrs. Aditi Mishra is right here available with us, I would like to invite Mona Lisa Francis to please felicitate her with the bouquet and the memento. A big round of applause for Mrs. Aditi Mishra. Now, I would like to call upon Ms. Una Sharda to please come and felicitate with memento to Mrs. Rupa Chakravarti. Now, before we get on to the judgment, I'll request Mrs. Raj Lakshmi ma'am, the principal of Akshay Pratishthan, to please share her words about Brain Cafe Science, as the program has been running in her school for the second consecutive year. I would like to invite Mrs. Raj Lakshmi. A big round of applause for Mrs. Raj Lakshmi.
Good afternoon. I can barely see anybody with that light in my eye, but I shall try to catch a glimpse of this audience. I have been catapulted here to say a few words about Brain Cafe. I represent an NGO school, Akshay Pratishthan, which is operating in Basant Kunj. We work in the field of disability. So it is very important for us to find innovative ways in which we can teach our children. We have been associated with Brain Cafe for the second year running. Initially, we were a little worried about introducing this in our school. We have limited resources and we have to allocate resources to deserving causes within the school. So we were a little worried, are we overstretching ourselves, trying to overreach and introduce something. But I must say we have been very happy with the outcome and students have really benefited for the simple reason that they have been working with things using their own hands and brains, and which is, I think, very important in early childhood for a child to feel and learn and innovate within his own realm of learning. It is not enough to just have book learning because that is kind of one-sided. Learning of science sometimes we think is just, physics, chemistry, mathematics, life sciences, but no. Scientific learning is actually a way of life. A child learns to break things down into its constituent parts, learns the how, the why, the when things happen. This sort of gives a kind of training to the mind whereby the child, even at a later stage, even if he is doing some non-science subject, is able to sort of figure out for himself why certain things happen the way they do. A parent or a teacher cannot teach all the time, cannot be with a child. So the training, the early childhood training must be such that the child at a later stage can figure out for himself, which is where I think Brain Cafe is a big positive in any school. We certainly have been very happy being associated with them. So I think we give them a clap. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A big round of applause for Rajmakshi Lakshmi ma'am over here. Your words were really amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our judges so as to express their views about Brain Cafe. I would like to invite Dr. Mishra over here to please come up and say a few words about Brain Cafe.
This has come without warning. I wasn't aware I had to speak. So I'd begin by thanking Rupa ma'am for calling me here, Brain Cafe, Z Education, for having me here and for organizing this. What I can say in a nutshell is that anything which makes the children think, which makes them create, which makes them speak, is something we look forward to. I can see a lot of parents here, and if you are happy with what Brain Cafe is doing, I think you need to give them a loud round of applause. In that sense, I think it was a great pleasure to go through each and every of the children's work, very redefining for us also. And I think every child must understand that the process of judgment is a very difficult one. I hate being a judge. I was tricked into this today by my friend Rupa ma'am, because she told me she wants me to come and see something. She didn't tell me I have to be a judge. I hate judging because according to me, anybody who's created something should be a winner. And therefore, those of you who win today, of course will get your certificates, but those who do not win, please treat yourself as winners because you have won from your own schools. Yes, you all have classes of 40, 50, 60 children? Yes or no children? And if only one of you has been chosen to represent your school, aren't you a winner? Yes or no children? Yes. You are winners then. So anyway, according to me, all the exhibits, whether there was I think C10 or 15 or 20 and D13 and all the A and B levels, each one of you is a winner because you are representing your school, you have won amongst your own school children. Upon coming here, if you are being compared to or we have to allot marks, then certainly we have to do justice to that. We have to see who has worked harder, who has prepared better, who is speaking well, who is able to explain well, and therefore marks can be a little up or down. However, I'd like to ask all the adults to clap for the children for the way they presented themselves because it was very, very beautifully done. And because I have to rush back to school, there are people waiting for me. I'm already delayed. I'd like to give away the prizes as soon as possible and rush out. Thank you.
Unknown ones. It's time to really announce the name of those people who have won the prizes out of all the winners. Ladies and gentlemen, starting from category A. Alright, can I see the kids around who are from A category? So, the name I would like to announce is B. Harshvardhan. A big round of applause for B. Harshvardhan. Can I have B. Harshvardhan on the stage? A big round of applause for B. Harshvardhan, the budding scientist of our country. Congratulations, B. Harshvardhan. Once again, a big round of applause for the upcoming Scientists of India. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to announce Category B winner. Let me tell you this thing, that this was really tough. This was a really tough decision for judges so as to make one winner because all the people were fabulous. And the name who has come out as the winner for the day is Category B, Adi Sharma. A big round of applause for Adi Sharma, the winner of Category B. Congratulations, Adi. We hope you will win these prizes again and again. A big round of applause for Adi Sharma, very once again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce Category C winner. And I'm really proud to announce this name because this person has really a deserving model with him. He's really having a deserving model with him, and the name is, he's also Sharma. So any guesses for Sharma? At Category C. Okay, it's Piyush Sharma. Category C, Piyush Sharma is the winner. Can I see him? Okay, because इससे पहले कि मैं कोई और बोलती यहाँ पे पहली बार okay, Category D, Piyush Sharma. Okay, now because we have revealed the name of Category B, so the last name is from Category C, and the name is, okay, should I take time or should I say that? Okay, that's Robin. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for B. Harshvardhan, Adi Sharma, Robin and Piyush Sharma. Congratulations to all our 4 winners of Brain Cafe Budding Scientist Contest 2012 state level. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an extreme honor of mine so as to have you all over here. We had a really great time with you. And we would like to thank Mrs. Mishra to come over here. I would like to call upon all the winners on stage, please. I would like to call upon B. Harshvardhan, Adi Sharma, Piyush Sharma and Robin along with their certificates over here. Only with their certificates for the photo session. And yes, of course, उनके teachers का भी बहुत बड़ा हाथ रहा है इस जीत के लिए. So the teachers of these winners are also requested to please join us on the stage. Their principals and their teachers are requested to come up and join us on the stage. The winners' principals, please. Winners are here with us. I would like to call upon the principals as well as the teachers of these winners to come up on the stage for this photo session ceremony. so much, all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, beginning the search of skilled students, we met outstanding talents. And today, we have reached up the level that we faced the masterminds. With this note, I would request all of you and would say a humble thanks to all of you so as to join us today. On behalf of Leo Meenakshi, Brain Cafe and Zeelan, thank you all. मैं अनाउंस कर दूं, आप लोग अपने बच्चों के मॉडल एंड स्टूडेंट्स यू कैन टेक अवे विद योर मॉडल्स, आप लोग अपने मॉडल्स अपने अपने घर लेकर जा सकते हैं. थैंक यू.